Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Friday morning. Ending up a great week here in Panhandle Outdoors. Got a weekend coming up. Yesterday I said, well, it's going to be a great weekend, but we do have some rain in there from what they're telling us. So just, work around that rain and you can still have a great weekend in outdoors. Let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew up there in Southport taking care of our air conditioning needs. High today, 86, low 76. Water temperature at the end of the Panama City Beach Pier, 85 degrees. That's warm. Our river reading is brought to us by Mountain Dew. On the outdoors with Mountain Dew. The Apalachicola Bluntstown is a 4.7, and it's going down. And the river is right. Okay, I said this yesterday. The river's in great shape. I'm getting pictures every day from folks catching all kind of fish on the river. And now the Choctawhatchee Caraville, take a look at it. It's reading a 7.7. The rain we had, took it up, but it's going to start dropping out probably this afternoon about 2:30, wherever you are. Okay, so it will be dropping. And now take a look at our wind direction. It'll be west-southwest at 16. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good, strong tides. The high tide is at 9:45 this morning. It's coming in. This morning is going to be a good time to fish. You're going to be coming in at high tide, a little bit of lull, and then going out till about 9:07 tonight. So good movement right there with the water in all of our base systems. Okay, let's take a break. We'll come back with our special guest. Welcome back. Welcome to Alex Murphy. Good morning.
Glad to be back.
Well, Panhandle Technical Center, we love having her on, and we're going to talk about some opportunities for a lot of folks out there. And we haven't had a chance because of the pandemic and all. This first time being back in a while.
I know. I'm excited to be here.
And we're back in the studio, so here we go. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about. We're going to do a couple of segments with her. But the last segment, we're going to do our fishing report, all kind of stuff to talk about fishing. We've got our drawing coming up later. We're going to let Alex do the drawing for us. But let's talk about Haney. What's going on?
Well, we are back full steam ahead and just excited that we are starting to announce the fall term dates for applications. We're already accepting nursing applications. And so we're just, we've had some adjustments due to COVID, but we're still moving forward.
And what, we got pictures of what, let's talk about the results from some of your students and all. You've had great success with these people landing jobs.
So basically, we provide career technical education, which means trades, and we provide a fast turnaround for training. So for somebody that maybe is, just getting out of high school, or even, we have students, we had a lady in our GED program that was 80. There's not an age requirement for the most part, but we provide fast training. Our shortest program is 6 months, and our longest is just over 2 years. And the secret is really out that a college degree is great and is needed for certain career paths, but it's certainly not needed for every career path. And we have students that come to us that have college degrees that can't find jobs, and then we have some students that come to Haney and then do that. But we provide a great return on investment, and we just provide some other pathways for people. And you've been out on our campus. You don't have to have prior experience. We teach people what they need to know, and it's a great option for people.
It is awesome and all. I talk about Haney a lot because my wife worked there 30 years, and I've seen the results over the years and all. It just gets better each year.
That's right. So we're on the corner of Baldwin Road and 77. That's our main building. And we have all different kinds of programs. That picture, what's really special about that one is those were our high school students that were in our dual enrollment program a couple of years ago. So we do have some numbers that we can designate for students that are possibly juniors and seniors, and that's another option. Our automotive service program is another high demand career path. As you can see, we have males and females in pretty much all of our programs. That's a great program with high demand in our county. Again, another picture from Auto Service.
And look how clean that shop looks.
Well, Joe Nelson, he runs a tight ship. That is a picture of our automotive collision program. Obviously, very high demand since the hurricane.
Yeah, we had a lot of collisions.
Exactly, and there'll always be issues in job security in that field. So that's another shot in the lab. They do a little bit of everything, just from body work to dealing with some welding and painting and just all kinds of applications in that program.
All right.
So this next photo is of our Aviation Academy. That is a neat high demand career path in our country and even in our world, but they work on airplanes. So for anyone that has flown on a commercial aircraft, they have to have a licensed A&P mechanic, and it's a very hard program to have, and we're thrilled that we were approved to train FAA mechanics.
Yes.
That's another picture in the actual power plant lab. So they actually learn how to work on the airframe and then on the actual engine. So it's an all-encompassing program. And again, you don't have to have experience. We train students for everything that they need to know. And once you get your FAA license, you're employable anywhere in the world.
That's a big deal there.
It is.
That really is. Okay.
Obviously, that one is cosmetology, which is a very popular program. A lot of people want to be able to work independently and have their own businesses, and again, that's another pathway. It's a year-long program, so we had the most adjustments with that program because of COVID, but we're pleased to say we're offering services now to the community, so people can come in and we can cut your hair for a discounted rate with students.
We used to take my mom there, and when I had hair before I went over there, but I don't go anymore. But anyway.
Another picture. They work on not only hair, but they do some facial stages in that class as well as some nails.
I didn't realize that, so they do some facial.
Yeah, not as involved in specialty programs, but they absolutely touch on all those different applications in that program.
That's cool.
And that is the Computer Systems and Information Technology program. Probably one of our fastest growing programs as far as demand. So they deal with teaching people how to put together computers, working on networks, cybersecurity. They deal with those industry certifications of A+, Network Plus, and very high demand, certainly with our defense contractors on the beach.
All right, how do you remember all this stuff? Okay, well, I guess we know what this is.
Electrical trades, and again, they work with commercial and residential applications. There are two pathways in that program, so you're not an actual electrician when you finish, but you have the experience to go work for an electrician, and then you can work on the next phase, which is getting your hours. And then if you're interested in being an electrician, that's a whole other process, but certainly high demand.
Sounds good. We got a few more. We're going to take a break, come back. I have a fishing picture to show you. We got our drawings coming up. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So anyway, Alex Murphy, we got all this information. I don't know how you remember all of it. It's great information. But before we get back to the Haney stuff, I got a couple of pictures we need to show. And we talked about last week, Mr. Uncle Buck Buchanan. He just turned 103. We wished him happy birthday last week, but now he's got a shirt that proves 103. He's in great shape. We tried to get him to come down to the show. His son was going to bring him down. Maybe he'll still feel like coming down one day. Born and raised in West Bay. And lives up in Shipley now, next door to son, still doing the yard and all that stuff. How about Freddie Yeomans? This is Lawrence Sledge. Lawrence Sledge and Freddie went fishing. Folks, that's one of the biggest brim. And Lawrence and Fly, his nickname's Fly, Freddie, and he fished his whole life. Look, this is one of the biggest they've ever caught right here. That's one of the biggest. That thing's over 11, almost 11 and a quarter inches. That is gigantic. They're going to get it mounted. And here it is right here. Good. I'm telling you, when I tell you the river is right, the river is right. I'm not just making this up. So that's good. We want to get all that in, and we're going to get ready to. Well, let's finish up on these Haney pictures. We want electrical wiring. Okay, let's finish up on these. All right.
So that's another great program. As I mentioned, we're going to be starting accepting applications on June 17th, and this is for the electrical trades program, and that covers residential and commercial applications. Okay. So that's another great high demand program. We still offer ESOL, which is English for Speakers of Other Languages. We actually have quite a few people in our community that are very educated but don't speak English. Yep. And so you can see we have a lot of different languages that are represented in that program. At one time, I think we had close to 12.
I was up there not too long ago, went by that classroom.
Great program.
I was impressed with it. It really was good.
That one I think you'll recognize. That's
Yep.
the HVAC program. HVAC and R, they do refrigeration. So that is basically everything that they teach students what they need to do to work on air conditioning, heating, cooling, and refrigeration units from installation to
Well, that's a
service.
great career right there.
Oh, wonderful career.
It
Very
really
high
is.
demand.
High demand.
Great salaries. Again, another picture of a student working on a condenser, I believe. Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
now this program is very special for you because this is our marine mechanics program. And this is where they learn how to work on motors. They work actually on trailers. And so they are the ones that are going to keep these boats up and running and working on service schedules for students. Again, another
the motors
shop.
over here, the massive motors that we have, how large they are now.
That's
So-
right. We
and
had
it's-
Yamaha donate one of those. I think you said it was a 350.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. And now we have Suzuki in our market, so we're excited that we're going to have
Yeah, they're going to live right here at home and work hard.
other brands as well.
Okay.
So that is massage therapy. We're not registering for that one right now, but
Okay.
we will in the next month. But that is
So you
another
just call
great
and check
career
on it.
path. Nursing, we have one more week for the next nursing application window. Very high demand career path, very fulfilling career.
Okay.
And
we got to
just-
get that teacher looks a little sick right here. we got to get him to eat
Yeah.
something. But I know, learning that stuff about, I always fascinated with anatomy and physiology, and these nurses, the nursing program is amazing.
It is. We have an extremely high pass rate for their state boards.
You were telling me like 97%
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
even been 100% several times. So
That's
again,
amazing.
we have males and females in that program, and it is a very fulfilling career path, and certainly top of the list for essential employees.
Yep.
So that is our office administrative specialist and medical admin. Those are great programs that work with customer service. You can work in a doctor's office. You can work in any kind of a business application. They do all of the Microsoft Office platforms.
Yeah, and the first thing I saw this was those pleasing smiles.
Yep.
And that's, but for that position right there.
And that's a hard job dealing with the
man.
public,
Yep.
I think you can guess which one we're looking at now. Welding continues to be a great pathway. Eastern Shipbuilding locally has just been a huge employer.
Yes.
And is doing amazing things.
And getting more business all along.
Oh
They're getting
yeah,
all
we're
kind of
just
business.
so grateful for the investment in our community, and welders are just in high demand and can make all different salary ranges,
Yep.
as you know.
And the final picture.
Some more of our students in the welding program. Actually, I wanted to share a quick story. The gentleman on the left in the checkered red and black shirt is at University of Central Florida and came back last week to tell us that because he did welding in high school, he's a pre-med student, he received an internship in the, I believe it's the biology department, because they were looking for someone, they're studying eels in some kind of electro-frequency,
Yeah.
and he had experience, so they needed someone that knew how to do soldering and to deal with that,
Isn't that
and his
something?
welding is what got him
What a
that
great
opportunity.
story.
Yeah,
I love
so-
stories like that.
But we have great programs. June 17th is when the window will open. They can Google haney.edu is our website. The application is online. They can always call us at 850-767-5500. We're only open Monday through Thursday during the summer. But if they have any questions, or if they're not even sure what they want to do, come and talk to us. We have scholarship money. We can help them with
That's the
financial
big thing we were
aid.
talking about last time, that scholarship money, a lot of it out there.
There is, and there's no excuse to not enroll because you're worried about money. We have some extra new scholarships this year for high school students that just graduated or those that were here during Michael. So we have some great opportunities.
I attended a graduation a couple weeks ago at the Haney grad. It was
You
cool.
did, that's
it
right.
It really was cool and all. It was one of my favorite. I went about, I don't know, having 11 or 10 or 11, whatever, and that was a fun one.
Well, and we had 2 sets of brothers there. So so there's
That's
a
cool.
lot of different opportunities.
Well, thank you, Alex, for doing that. Before you leave, now you got to pay for your way. So I'm gonna let you draw the name. You've done this before, haven't you?
I have.
I
I've
remember.
done it several times.
Okay, so we're going. Wait a minute now. We got to tell what we're drawing for.
Okay.
The first 2 will be Los Angeles, $25. We ate there yesterday.
I've been there too.
You eat there?
Many times.
And then the third one, of course, would be the $20 gift certificate. Now, this is going to be Los Angeles.
Okay, pressure's on.
And the winner, go ahead and call it out.
Gage, is it?
Gage Seaman from Lynn Haven. Okay.
Congratulations, Gage.
All right, we got that one right there. Now the second one, $25.
Jaron.
Jaron Vaughn of Southport.
Congratulations.
All right, Jaron, very good. And now, the $20 gift certificate to Tarpon Rock Seafood. And there's a lot of good talk. I talked to Clay yesterday, and their business is booming. People are eating fresh seafood.
All righty. Minnie
Johnson, okay?
Congratulations.
And now, one more, the Big Red Snapper. We've seen them this week, the Big Red Snapper.
All righty.
And that's going to be from
Leonard.
Ebro, Leonard Dean. That's our
Congratulations.
winners today. Well, okay, well,
Good
Alex,
stuff.
we're going to get ready for our fishing report. We're going to come up and do that. We appreciate you coming on.
Always a pleasure to be here.
And, I just love the job they do out there. It's very vital to our community, and it's good stuff.
We want to help anyone that wants to have some extra training.
I know y'all do. They come from the heart and they want to help people. Thank y'all with her. So we're going to take our break, come back, we're going to do a Friday fishing report. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back and welcome to the famous Friday Fishing Forecast. We're very excited about bringing to you each Friday, and this report comes from all kind of information I get. People call me, people text me, and then I call people and I check different Panama City fishing pages, and I put it all together. And so it's really what's going on. And last night, the first thing I wrote down, brim, big brim. And you saw it on the pictures earlier. I've seen some really big brim these last 2 weeks. It's been after the full moon of May, and the bass, some really nice bass. But the first thing I want to talk about is the big brim, and they're, like I said in the report, on Apalachicola River, and the same way the Choctaw is a little bit high now, but Apalachicola River, all the tributaries, the feeder creeks, all doing well. So if you can get a chance to get on that river system, try it. And also, some folks are starting to catch some flathead catfish. So that's a big deal, because flathead catfish are eating the brim, so that's a good deal there. Also, while we're on freshwater, frog gigging this time of year is starting out really good. If you get an opportunity to go frog gigging, it's just an experience. It's a different culture as far as going along, and kids love it. Have a light to shine on there, and then try to gig them. You're gonna miss some. They're gonna jump in the boat, and the kids are gonna be screaming, and it's just some exciting times frog gigging. I can have fond memories of it. So if you get a chance, take a kid out there frog gigging. Also, trout lining. I was talking to Bill Allen yesterday, and Bill Shields, and some of them went down trout lining and caught some fish, and they were catching. So trout line is going to be good. Okay. Also, let's get into saltwater real quick. I wrote down big trout. I saw a couple of pictures this week. June now is a good time for trout. It's just some really nice trout being caught. East Bay brought in some trout over there on the lower end of the Choctawhatchee. There are a couple of nice trout brought in. June, though, is famous in the state of Florida for catching tarpon. Tarpon, the top month of all 12 would be June. And down in Apalachicola Bay, those fishing guys down there, they're booked solid from guys coming in from Atlanta and mainly the South Georgia area in Atlanta, coming in catching those tarpon. They've got a clientele that want to come in, and some coming in from Birmingham, but I know the clientele down there in Apalachicola Bay. And the places they catch them, it's not a secret. Right here in the pass, right here in the center, between St. Okay, right there's a good place to catch tarpon, what they call the West Pass, and also they catch them in different places here. So anyway, anywhere they hit Apalachicola Bay, and they come around also in Indian Pass area here, all through here, and then even over the tip of the Cape, all along the Cape here, right there in the center of the screen, are some good tarpon fishing. So you got to sort of be geared up for it, know what you're doing, but you can, if you're interested in it, you can go. Okay, also I want to talk about, I wrote down pompano fishing. I saw where a guy caught a limit the other day. I read the details. He caught 6, but he fished between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock. That's 6 hours. I personally am not going to pompano fish that long, but that just gives you an idea of the tendency, the trend now, where the sort of waning as far as the huge numbers being caught real quick. But my point is, you still can catch those pompano if you get out there and want to spend some time. And I'm not going to fish between 10 and 4. That's one time I'm going to get out of there. So, okay, I got a pompano. And now mahi has been really good. Of course, mahi has been strong. I showed some pictures last week. They're really catching. The captains are doing a good job catching some mahi for their clientele. And of course, snapper fishing, you know, it's just off the charts. And we're going to have some more. Oh, my red snapper video will be, we'll have it next Tuesday on the red snapper trip. And also next Thursday, we'll have the my brim fishing trip. Carl Andrews, I know you've been waiting on that. Gail's had some eye surgery, so we're a little bit late in getting our videos in, but we'll have them in next week. Also, now I wrote down the top 5 spots to fish this weekend. I thought about it long and hard, and it kept coming back to number 1, number 1 spot that I would like to fish this weekend. And I don't know, right here, Indian Pass. Okay, Indian Pass is just a good place to go, and of course St. George Island Cut. Those 2 are special places. Okay, I put those together. Number 2, I went way over the Choctawhatchee River. Choctawhatchee River over here, we got Black Creek, and you know about Black Creek, we talk about it a lot. On the Choctawhatchee, way over here, and right in here. Anyway, it's right here in the center screen. Black Creek would be my number 2 choice. Then I came back over, you saw those brim, they came out of Weewall. Okay, Iola. So I've got Iola. If you know where Iola Landing is, it's an old historical landing. You go through Weewall, down the road and all. But look it up online. But Iola Landing, the guys and girls that are fishing out of there are doing real well. And also Gaskin Park Landing. You just go out there, go toward the Florida River, all the way up to Owl Creek, or any of those places. It's going to be some good fishing this weekend. Another place I wrote down was the Sandhill Ponds. The Sandhill Ponds. You heard Daniel Cole you saw the picture, or heard him talking about the trout. I mean the bass that he caught. They're walking into a Sandhill Pond. Okay, real quick, and then one more place, and I just showed it a while ago, the backside of St. George Island is going to be good fishing. I hope to go there. I may go there now, right after the show. I'm going to call, I got a cousin over there. After the show, I'm going to call him. I might go down there and fish this afternoon, what the tide's doing. I'm going to find out what's going on. So, got to wrap it up. And what I just said was it'll be a spontaneous thing I might do. And if we do that, I just want to pass it on to you. You want to plan, but sometimes you spontaneously just want to go fishing. I want to get out in the boat. So we're going to. That's just the way I've always been. My planning's been good and all, but sometimes I just, oh man, I think the Biden, Gail, let's go. So anyway, got to wrap it up. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you're outdoorsmen. Sometimes you just jump on and do it. Got to wrap it up. Thank y'all. We had a great week here. Monday we have FWC coming in, and then we got some good videos next week and some good stuff coming up. So y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy the outdoors. Do something good today if you felt a man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.